Hello, boys and girls, or should I say meow? Today we are going to be creating some cats out of toilet paper rolls, or if you don't have toilet paper roll, I will show you how you can actually create it out of a piece of paper as well. I went with blue because I thought, you know what, Pete the cat is one of my favorite cats, so I was gonna go with the blue. On your first toilet paper roll, if you are using this, you're going to take the one roll and kind of pinch down so that your kitty cat's head is going to be attached in this direction. Once you have that done, you're gonna use the glue to attach your head. On your head, it's important to press and hold it down, especially if you're using a glue stick. Now, when I have this brown toilet paper roll, you may want to color it a different color. You may want to paint a different color. Depending on what you have at home, you can use those different types of materials. I'm holding my fingers down so that my head does not go and pop off my kitty cat's body. I'm gonna pretend that I want him to be brown, and I'll show you how you can start to add some detail. Oh, he's already lost his head. I think the liquid Elmer's glue will probably be a better choice. You can have your legs come down and separate by just drawing a line in half of your, in half of your toilet paper roll. Maybe instead of adding the eyes on here, I'm gonna do my eyes on white paper. I'm gonna fold it in half, do a curve line and another curve line. These are gonna be big, wide cat eyes. And I think I even made them a little too large, but I can modify that by just cutting them a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna snip, snip, turn, do another little snip, snip, turn. Then I have my two eyes for Miss Kitty Cat here. So I'm going to take and use this red paper as a kind of placemat deal. And I'm gonna make my kitty really have some big eyes. One here, then another here. Then I can glue these eyes down to my cat's head. So I'm gonna turn it over, do a glue here. Oh, he's gonna be funny. And then I'm gonna do another, turn it over, and glue here. So now I have my cat eyes. This does not look like a cat yet. It looks like a strange creature. What do we need? I think we need some kitty cat ears. I'm gonna go with the traditional triangle. Make no mistake, you can't do this the wrong way. So maybe you wanna have your kitty cat ears like this. I think they might be too hard to attach that way. So I'm actually gonna fold little tabs so that I can have something to glue down to the three-dimensional paper, or not paper towel, toilet paper roll. And then press and stick down. Then I'm gonna do another little tab so that it's similar to my other ear. And I like to, yeah, I'll make it go in this way. Mrs. Stevenson's all about symmetry, the same on both sides. Then I'm gonna glue this tab down so that he just makes me happy looking at him. Now you get to decide if you want to draw a detail. I know cats' nose are more of a rounded upside down triangle. And I'm gonna give this kitty cat a happy smile. Some whiskers go a long way too with your cats. you can add as many details or as few. Let's say you're not able to have toilet paper rolls. I'm gonna put that little friend to the side here. I'm gonna show you a way to do the same kitty cat, but different way. If you're using a blue, whatever color piece of paper, could be a white cat, could be a black cat, does not matter. You're gonna take and fold your paper so that you have 3 sections. Measure so that it overlaps before you make your crease. I'm gonna do this, make a nice crease here, make another nice crease here. When I open it up, I have 3 large rectangles. I'm gonna cut on my fold, and you may see where this is going, but after I cut out on my fold, I'm gonna make the head and the body. I need to make sure that the paper slightly overlaps, kind of like our toilet paper roll, by gluing one section and overlapping so that it stays 3-dimensional and round, like so. And make sure you take the time to do a little bit of a press and hold, if you will, like this. And then same thing that we did, and actually you can even take your scissors and pinch it so it looks like this, and just take a little bit of those corners off. This way, when you add the head, it'll fit right down inside there. Then I'm gonna take my other strip, and I want his head to be not showing the seam, so I'm going to fold it like this. Once you are able to glue your 3-dimensional round tube head, and this is kind of good, this is very good actually for Pete the cat, because he does have kind of a football long elongated shaped head. Awesome. So now I can start to add some more details for the eyes, the ears. I think I'm gonna go back to that extra scrap of paper, and it's always easier and way more manageable to cut your paper down before you try to cut your shape. I'm gonna make these ears kind of a little bit more triangular rounded, if you will. And I'm gonna over exaggerate the length so that I can do the same technique with my tabs. So these are kind of like bunny ears, way too big. I'm gonna take them and fold it so that now it's looking more like our Pete the cat. I haven't secured this in, and I would probably recommend seam in the back, seam on the bottom. And also, it might be helpful to have your liquid glue to glue on the head to the base of the body. All right, so I'm gonna take this ear and I'm gonna turn my ear up this way as well. And before I add these to his head, I'm going to do another detail. Use this as my placemat. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm taking note of where my ear is, and I'm just, oh, I made a beautiful, oops. So now I'm gonna color that in. I love making mistakes. They take my projects into places that I might not have thought of. And then do another one. Now, when you're finished with the ears, you're gonna do the same technique of gluing the tabs. 1, 2, and then pressing and holding them down. Oh, he's coming to life. I'm going to also add those long football eyes for Mr. Pete the cat here. And I'm gonna give him a tail. Since I already showed you how to create your football eyes on this kitty, I'm gonna show you how you can create a tail, whether you're doing the toilet paper or the paper, it's the same way. You're going to take a rectangle piece of paper and start folding it so that it is strong enough to be able to curl. Once I get to the smaller size, oh no, my kitty cat lost his head. Help me, help me. There we go. Once I have this thin line here, I'm going to take my glue stick again and glue down and then do my last connection here. This is kind of like, what kind of tail is that? Not fun, right? Take a marker, take a pencil, take your finger, and start to curl around the three-dimensional object so that now my tail is looking rather cat-esque, if you will. Mrs. Stevenson is having a lot of fun with these animals today. Okay, I'm gonna also create another little tab. I'm all about those little tabs. That helps with our construction three-dimensionally. And then I'm going to take his head off, sorry, Mr. Pete, and press and hold. You can have your tail go the opposite direction too, or both directions. Maybe you want to have it go out instead of towards your cat. You're going to take it and curl it the opposite direction. Whatever you would like is fine. Now his tail looks rather sad. I need to fix his sweet tail. So I'm going to curl it back the same way while I'm holding onto the glue, or it'll take off the kitty cat's tail. Boing! There we go. Now, my finger's getting stuck. Once I have this, I can start to think about adding other details. Maybe I want to add whiskers, drawn whiskers. Maybe I want to add cut whiskers. If you want to add cut whiskers, find any little scraps that you might have. And this is another three-dimensional detail that you could do if you have extra scraps of paper laying around. It is not necessary to make them three-dimensional, but sometimes it's fun to have things coming and popping off. So experiment with what you want and start laying it out. This is not like Pete the Cat with the red, so maybe I wouldn't do that. It's really all about what your preference is. But this is the overall shape, and I want you guys to explore yourselves and not have Mrs. Stevenson tell you exactly how you're going to make your eyes, your nose, your mouth. You can also use lines to incorporate texture. I'm so excited for you to create your sweet kitty cats. Oh, excuse me. And if this sparks some other adventures in animals, you may do that as well. All right, bye-bye.